Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about something that quietly destroys millions of dreams, negative thinking. It's invisible but powerful. It stops you before you even start. If you don't learn how to control your thoughts will control you. So let's understand how to kill negative thinking and take back control of your mind. Lesson 1. Kill your negative thinking before it kills your dreams. 1. Understand where negative thinking comes from. Negative thinking doesn't appear overnight. It grows slowly from fear, from failure, from what others say, and from your past experiences. Maybe someone once told you that you're not good enough. Maybe you failed once and your mind keeps replaying that moment again and again. And now every time you try to do something new, that same voice whispers, "What if I fail again?" But remember, that voice is not reality. It's just a memory from your past trying to protect you from pain. The problem is it protects you so much that it keeps you small. To kill negative thinking, you must first recognize it. Catch yourself when you say things like, "I can't," "I'm not ready," "I'm not smart enough," because awareness is the first step to change. Connective insight. Consider the story of Maya, a talented artist who stopped painting after one harsh critique in college. For years, she believed she wasn't a real artist. That single negative comment became a recurring script in our mind, holding her back from exhibitions and opportunities. It was only when she began to trace this belief back to its source, that one classroom critique, that she could see it for what it was, a moment in time, not a life sentence. By identifying this root, she started the process of separating her past from her present potential. 2. Replace doubt with possibility. Your brain cannot hold two thoughts at the same time. If you fill it with doubt, there's no space for confidence. But if you fill it with belief, there's no space for fear. So whenever a negative thought comes, replace it immediately. If your mind says, "I can't do this," say, "I can learn to do this." If it says it's too hard, say it's hard but not impossible. Words are powerful. They create your inner world. The more you speak positively, the more your brain starts to believe it. 3. Stop feeding the negative mind. Your thoughts are like plants. The ones you water will grow. If you keep watching negative content, complaining, comparing, or surrounding yourself with negative people, your mind will become negative too. Protect your mental space. Feed your mind with learning, inspiration, and positive energy. Read books that teach. Watch videos that uplift and listen to voices that empower you. You can't expect a positive life with a negative mind. 4. Focus on what's working, not what's missing. Negativity grows when we focus only on problems. We forget the blessings we already have. Gratitude kills negativity. Every morning, remind yourself of 3 things you're thankful for: your health, your family, your progress, your breath. The more you appreciate, the less you complain. When your mind learns to focus on what's good, your energy changes completely. 5. Train your mind like a muscle. Positive thinking is not a switch. It's a skill. And like any skill, it takes daily practice. When you wake up, start your day with positive words. Say, "Today I choose peace. Today I will focus on growth. Today I will think strong." When you end your day, reflect on what you did right instead of what you did wrong. Slowly, your brain will learn that positivity is your new normal. 6. Turn negativity into motivation. You can't stop negative thoughts completely, but you can use them. Whenever your mind says you can't, use that as fuel to prove it wrong. Let doubt become your energy. Every time someone says you can't do something, smile and think, "Watch me," because the best way to kill negativity is to take action in silence and let your results speak loudly. Negative thoughts are like clouds. They come and go, But remember, you are the sky. The sky doesn't fight the clouds. It stays calm, knowing that light always returns. So stop believing your negative thoughts. They're just visitors, not truth. Start believing in your power, your potential, and your purpose. The moment you take control of your mind, you take control of your life. Lesson 2, reprogram your mind for unstoppable positivity and confidence. Your mind is like a powerful computer, and your thoughts are the programs that run it. If you keep feeding it with fear, doubt, and negativity, it will produce weak results. But if you feed it with faith, courage, and confidence, it will create a powerful, successful life. The good news is your mind can be reprogrammed. You can change how you think, how you react, and how you see yourself. Let's learn step by step how to reprogram your mind for positivity and confidence that never fades. Connective insight. This concept of the mind as software isn't just a metaphor. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, confirms this. Every time you consciously choose a positive thought over a negative one, you strengthen a new neural pathway. It's like forging a new trail through a dense forest. The more you walk it, the clearer and easier it becomes, until one day it's your mind's default route. 1. Become the watcher of your thoughts. Most people never control their thoughts. They just follow them. The first step to reprogramming your mind is to watch your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. Every time a negative thought appears, pause and ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Is this thought true or just fear pretending to be truth? By doing this, you separate yourself from your mind. You stop reacting and start observing. This awareness gives you power because once you see your thoughts clearly, you can change them. Your mind should serve you, not rule you. 2. Change the language of your mind. Your mind listens to the words you speak both out loud and inside. If your inner language is full of doubt, I can't, I'm not ready, I'll fail, your subconscious starts believing it. But if your words are powerful, I can, I will, I'm improving, your brain begins to act accordingly, so change your inner language. Replace I'm scared with I'm excited to try. Replace this is hard with this is helping me grow. Replace I'm not good enough with I'm getting better every day. Speak the words of strength even when you do it feel strong, because repetition builds belief and belief builds reality. 3. Use visualization to rewire your mind. Your brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. That's why visualization is so powerful. It teaches your mind what to believe. Spend 5 minutes every day imagining your ideal life. See yourself waking up with confidence. See yourself speaking clearly, smiling freely, achieving your goals. Feel the emotions of success as if it's already happening. When you visualize repeatedly, your mind starts preparing your body and behavior to make that vision real. It's not magic. It's focus. What you see inside, you will create outside. 4. Create a positive environment. Your mind becomes what it absorbs. If you live in a negative environment filled with gossip, complaints, or fear, your positivity will fade away. To reprogram your mind, you must also reprogram your environment. Clean your space. Listen to positive podcasts. Read empowering books. Watch videos that teach you something new. Limit your time with people who drain your energy. Surround yourself with growth energy because positivity is contagious. When your environment supports your dreams, your mind naturally becomes stronger. 5. Affirmation. The daily code of confidence. Affirmations are short, powerful statements that program your mind through repetition. They replace fear-based thoughts with faith-based truths. Here are a few affirmations you can repeat daily. I am in control of my thoughts. I'm confident, calm, and capable. Every challenge makes me stronger. I choose positivity over negativity. I'm becoming better every day. Say them in the morning before sleep or anytime negativity appears. At first, it may feel strange, but with time your mind will start believing every word. And when your mind believes, your actions follow. 6. Focus on what you can give, not what you lack. Negativity grows when your attention is on what's missing: money, time, support, or recognition. But when you shift your focus to what you can give, your effort, your kindness, your creativity, your energy changes instantly. Giving brings confidence. It reminds you that you have value, that you are capable of making a difference. It's one of the fastest ways to break the mental loop of negativity and helplessness. So every day, do one small thing that adds value. Help someone learn something new or share something positive. It rewires your mind to feel abundant, not empty. 7. Break the habit of overthinking. Overthinking is the enemy of positivity. It keeps your brain trapped in endless what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. To stop overthinking, you must replace thought with action. Whenever your mind starts creating imaginary fears, say to yourself, "I'll handle it when it happens." Then focus on something productive. Exercise, read, work, or plan your next step. Your brain can't overthink when it's busy creating. Action kills anxiety. So train yourself to move forward instead of staying stuck in your mind. 8. Protect your morning and night. Your mind is most sensitive at 2 times: right after you wake up and just before you sleep. Whatever you feed it during those moments shapes your mood, energy, and mindset for the day. In the morning, start with gratitude and affirmations, not news or social media. At night, end your day with peace. Think about what went well and what you learned. This simple habit rewires your mind for optimism and confidence naturally without effort. You begin each day with strength and you end it with calm. 9. Turn challenges into mental workouts. When something goes wrong, most people say, "Why is this happening to me?" But mentally strong people ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Every challenge is a test not to break you but to shape you. When you face problems with this mindset, negativity loses its grip on you. If someone criticizes you, learn emotional control. If you fail, learn persistence. If life slows down, learn patience. Your struggles are not curses. They are mental workouts designed to build your inner strength. 10. Practice gratitude and self-love. Confidence grows when you appreciate who you are instead of criticizing who you're not. Look in the mirror and remind yourself, "I am worthy. I am improving. I am enough." List 5 things you love about yourself every day. Maybe your honesty, your courage, your kindness, or your creativity. Gratitude and self-love create a mental shield that protects you from negative thoughts. When you love yourself, negativity loses its power. Reprogramming your mind is not a one-time act. It's a lifestyle. It's a choice you make every single day to think higher, act better, and live stronger. Remember this truth: your mind is your home. If you keep it filled with light, no darkness can enter. So from today, speak positively, act confidently, and think powerfully. Because once you master your mind, your entire life begins to change. Lesson 3. Destroy self-doubt and build unbreakable inner strength. Self-doubt is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't shout. It whispers quietly, convincing you that you're not enough, that you can't do it, that you'll fail if you try. And the more you listen to it, the smaller your confidence becomes. But here's the truth: no one is born with self-doubt. It's something we learn, and if it's learned, it can be unlearned. You can rewire your mind to trust yourself completely, to stand tall even when the world doubts you, and to act with unstoppable strength. Let's explore how to destroy self-doubt forever and replace it with deep, unshakable confidence. Connective insight. The journey of David, a first-generation entrepreneur, illustrates this well. His self-doubt manifested as a constant need for validation from investors and mentors. He realized he was seeking external permission because he hadn't given it to himself internally. The turning point came when he decided to trust his own research and intuition over a seasoned advisor's pessimistic view. That one decision, born of self-trust, led to his first major breakthrough. He learned that the most crucial investor to believe in you is the one in the mirror. 1. Understand the root of self-doubt. Self-doubt usually comes from three things: comparison, failure, and fear. You start comparing yourself to others. You remember past failures and you fear future mistakes. Your mind tries to protect you by saying, "Don't try again." But that voice is not your truth. It's your fear in disguise. Recognize this. Self-doubt doesn't mean you're weak. It means your mind is trying to keep you safe. But growth doesn't live in safety. It lives in courage. To destroy self-doubt, you must train your brain to separate fear from fact. Ask yourself, is this thought real or just fear pretending to protect me? Most of the time, it's just fear. Once you see it clearly, it loses its power. 2. Remember your past strengths. Self-doubt makes you forget who you are and what you've already survived. So, whenever you feel small, look back at everything you've overcome. You faced pain, yet you're still standing. You faced failure, yet you learned and grew. You faced loneliness, yet you found your inner strength. Every challenge you've overcome is proof of your power. Write them down. Read them every morning if you have to, because confidence doesn't come from success. It comes from remembering your strength. You've done hard things before. You can do them again. 3. Stop seeking permission. Many people doubt themselves because they wait for someone to tell them they're ready. But here's the truth. No one is coming to give you permission. You are the only one who can decide when to start, when to move, and when to rise. Powerful people don't wait for approval. They act from purpose. They say, "I may not be perfect, but I'm progressing." They trust their inner compass more than others' opinions. The moment you stop asking, "Am I ready?" and start saying, "I'll begin anyway," that's the moment self-doubt starts dying. 4. Take action. Even small steps. Action is the antidote to doubt. You can't think your way out of fear. You can only act your way out of it. When you take action, no matter how small, you prove to your brain that you're capable. Each small win builds confidence. Each step forward weakens fear, so stop overthinking and start doing. You don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Momentum kills hesitation. 5. Talk to yourself like someone you love. Most people speak to themselves in ways they never speak to a friend. They say things like, "I'm stupid," "I'll never make it," or "I always fail." These words poison your confidence. The way you talk to yourself becomes the way you live. So change the tone of your self-talk. Say things like, "I'm learning," "I'm growing," "I'm doing my best," "I believe in my future." You can't hate yourself into success. You can only love yourself into strength. 6. Redefine failure. Self-doubt grows every time you see failure as proof that you're not good enough. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every mistake is a message. Every fall is feedback. Failure means you tried. And trying is already progress. Instead of saying "I failed," say "I discovered what doesn't work yet." That single word "yet" keeps your hope alive. When you stop fearing failure, self-doubt loses its power completely. 7. Surround yourself with believers. You can't build strength in a weak environment. If you spend time with people who complain, doubt, or discourage you, your confidence will shrink. But if you surround yourself with dreamers, doers, and encouragers, your belief will grow naturally. Be around people who remind you of your potential, not your problems. Their energy will lift you. Their mindset will inspire you, and their belief will mirror into you. And if you can't find such people yet, become your own cheerleader until you do. 8. Accept that you don't need to be perfect. Perfectionism is a hidden form of self-doubt. It says, I can't start until everything is perfect. But perfection never comes. And waiting for it is just another way of staying stuck. Progress is more powerful than perfection. You don't need to be the best. You just need to begin. Confidence doesn't come from knowing you'll win. It comes from knowing you'll keep going even if you don't. 9. Build strength through daily challenges. To become unbreakable, you must train your mind to handle discomfort. Do small, difficult things every day. Wake up early, finish what you start, exercise discipline. Speak when you're afraid. Every time you do something uncomfortable, your self-trust grows. You begin to realize I can handle anything. That's what inner strength is. Not avoiding pain, but standing strong through it. 10. Believe in the person you're becoming. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your failures. You are the person who survived them, learned from them, and kept going. See yourself not as the person who was, but the person who is becoming. Every day you wake up, you are evolving a little braver, a little wiser, a little stronger. Self-belief is not about saying, I'm already perfect. It's about saying, I'm growing and that's enough. Destroying self-doubt is not about never feeling afraid again. It's about acting even when you do. It's about trusting that you are capable even when you feel uncertain. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave one more time than you were afraid. So from today, stop doubting your worth. Stop questioning your strength. Look in the mirror and say, I've got this. I can do this. I will rise. Because the moment you believe in yourself truly and deeply, nothing in this world can break you. Lesson 4. Control your mind and stay positive. Even in the darkest moments. There will be times in life when everything feels heavy, when things don't go as planned, when people walk away, when success feels far away, and when your heart feels tired. Those are the moments when your mind becomes your biggest battlefield. If you don't control it, it controls you. But if you learn to master it, no darkness can destroy your peace. This lesson will help you understand how to control your mind, remain calm under pressure, and stay positive even when everything seems to fall apart. Connective insight. Imagine a seasoned captain navigating a ship through a midnight storm. The waves are towering, the wind is howling. Panic among the crew is the real danger. The captain's job isn't to stop the storm, that's impossible. His role is to control the ship's response, steady the helm, adjust the sails, and project calm certainty. Your mind is your ship. The storms of life are inevitable, but your mastery over your internal commands determines whether you sink or sail through to calm waters. 1. Realize that you are not your thoughts. The mind is always talking. Thousands of thoughts flow in every day. Some are positive, many are negative. But here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them, the one who observes them. When a negative thought appears, don't believe it. Just watch it. Say to yourself, this is just a thought. It's not reality. When you stop identifying with every thought, you become free. You understand that thoughts are visitors. They come and go, but you remain. Your peace begins when you stop fighting with your thoughts and start choosing which ones deserve your attention. 2. Don't let emotions control your actions. Your emotions are powerful, but they can mislead you if left unchecked. When you feel angry, fearful, or sad, take a pause. Breathe deeply. Never make big decisions when your mind is emotional. When you react, you lose control. When you respond calmly, you take back your power. Emotional maturity is not about never feeling sad. It's about feeling everything and still staying centered. The most powerful people are not those who never cry, but those who don't let emotions destroy their clarity. 3. Use the power of pause whenever your mind feels overwhelmed. Pause, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, inhale peace, exhale stress. That simple act of pausing helps your brain reset. It stops the rush of negative energy and gives you space to think clearly again. You can't stop the waves of life, but you can learn to surf them. And that starts with one conscious pause. 4. Feed your mind with light daily. You can't think positive if you keep feeding your mind with negativity. Protect your mind the same way you protect your health. Avoid news or gossip that fills your head with fear or hate. Spend your time reading good books, listening to uplifting messages, and staying around positive people. Just like a body becomes what it eats, your mind becomes what it consumes. So feed it light every single day. 5. Don't let problems define your mood. Strong minds don't depend on perfect situations to feel happy. They decide to stay positive regardless of what happens outside. Remember, your situation doesn't create your peace. Your attitude does. When something bad happens, you have 2 choices. You can complain or you can learn. Ask yourself, can I control this? If yes, act. If no, let it go. Worry changes nothing, but inner peace changes everything. 6. Control what you focus on. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you keep thinking about what's wrong, your life will feel heavy. If you focus on what's good, your strength multiplies. Even in dark times, there's always something to be grateful for. Your health, your lessons, your strength to keep going. Positivity is not ignoring pain. It's choosing to see light even while walking through darkness. So every day ask yourself, what can I appreciate today? That simple question changes your vibration completely. 7. Talk back to your negative mind. When your mind says, you can't handle this, answer it. I've handled worse. When it says you'll fail again, reply, even if I do, I'll rise again. When it says, you're not enough, tell it, I'm growing every day. Never let a negative voice go unanswered. Challenge it. Replace it. Speak power into your thoughts. The more you do this, the weaker that inner critic becomes, and the stronger your inner warrior grows. 8. Practice daily mental discipline. You can't control your mind once and expect it to stay that way forever. It's a daily practice. Spend at least 10 minutes a day in silence. Meditate, breathe, or just sit quietly with yourself. In that silence, your thoughts slow down, your emotions settle, and your clarity returns. When your mind becomes calm, your problems begin to shrink. Peace is not found outside. It's built inside through daily discipline. 9. Keep faith in difficult times. In dark times, your logical mind will say it's over. But faith says it's just a chapter, not the whole story. When everything falls apart, hold on to one truth. You have survived 100% of your worst days so far. That's proof of your strength. Faith doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means trusting that even in pain, something better is being prepared for you. Keep moving forward. The light will find you again. 10. Make positivity your habit. Positivity is not luck. It's a habit. It's built by practicing gratitude, controlling reactions, and focusing on solutions every single day. When you make positivity your lifestyle, no storm can destroy your peace. You stop being reactive and start being responsive. You stop being controlled by life and start mastering it. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It can either build your heaven or create your hell. Learn to control it and you will never lose peace again. Even in your darkest moments, remember you still have light inside you. The storm may rage around you, but it cannot touch the calm within you. So from today, train your mind to stay positive no matter what happens. Because when your mind is under your control, your life becomes unstoppable. 2. Stop giving energy to negative people. You can't live a positive life while staying around people who always see the bad side of everything. Some people carry darkness with them not because they're evil, but because they never learned how to heal. You can't fix everyone, but you can protect your peace, set boundaries. Distance yourself from people who constantly complain, criticize, or discourage you. You don't have to fight them. You just have to stop feeding them your energy. Strong people walk away not out of pride, but out of wisdom. 3. Don't let the past poison the present. Negativity grows when you keep revisiting old pain. If you keep reopening the same wound, it will never heal. Yes, the past hurt you, but it's over now. You can't change what happened, but you can change what happens next. Forgive the people who hurt you. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Letting go is not weakness, it's strength. It takes a strong heart to release what was and focus on what is. The past is a classroom, not a prison. Learn, graduate, and move on. 4. Simplify your life. Negativity often hides in chaos. Too many tasks, too many opinions, too many distractions. Peace grows in simplicity. Clean your space. Organize your environment. Reduce noise. Focus only on what truly matters. Your goals, your values, your loved ones. Every time you remove something unnecessary, you make space for something beautiful. Less noise, more peace. Less distraction, more direction. 5. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is the strongest weapon against negativity. You can't be negative and grateful at the same time. Every morning or night, take a moment to say thank you for something. Even something small. Your breath, your health, the lessons you learned, the people who stayed. Gratitude changes your vibration instantly. It turns pain into understanding and problems into perspective. When you focus on what's right, what's wrong starts to lose its power. 6. Replace negative habits with positive ones. Negativity doesn't just live in thoughts. It lives in habits. Scrolling endlessly, complaining daily, procrastinating. These habits keep you trapped in low energy, so replace them. Read for 10 minutes instead of scrolling. Walk in silence instead of worrying. Write goals instead of gossiping. Every small positive action chips away at negativity and builds momentum for a stronger, calmer life. 7. Control what you let into your mind. Your mind is a sacred space. Be very selective about what you allow in. Be careful with the news, the content you watch, and the conversations you engage in. Ask yourself, does this feed my mind or drain it? Because your inputs shape your inner world. Remember, you become what you consume. Feed your mind with peace, and peace becomes your identity. 8. Learn the art of letting things go. You don't have to react to everything. Not every comment deserves a reply. Not every insult deserves your energy. Not every argument deserves your voice. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care more about your peace than about being right. A powerful person knows when to speak and when to stay silent. Silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. Peace is not escape. It's evolution. 9. Spend time in silence every day. In a noisy world, silence is your therapy. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes every day alone with your thoughts. No phone, no music, no distractions. When you sit in silence, your mind clears, you reconnect with yourself. You start to hear your intuition again. That quiet inner voice that always knows what's right for you. Silence heals. It gives you back your strength that the world tries to take away. 10. Choose positivity as a lifestyle. Positivity is not about ignoring problems. It's about facing them with strength and peace. It's a daily choice. Every morning, tell yourself, today I will choose peace over anger. I will choose gratitude over fear. I will choose progress over perfection. Negativity will always try to return, but you will no longer open the door because you've learned that peace is priceless. Negativity cannot live in a mind full of purpose. When you fill your thoughts with gratitude, your time with growth, and your heart with peace, you become unstoppable. True power is not in shouting, winning, or proving. It's in staying calm, kind, and unshaken. So from today, stop carrying the weight of what's heavy. Let it go. Rise higher. And remember, a peaceful mind is the most powerful mind. And that brings us to the end of this journey. The journey of killing negativity and finding true peace within. Remember, your peace is your power. You don't need a perfect life to be happy. You need a peaceful mind. Negativity may try to come back, but now you know the truth. It only lives where you allow it. Choose peace, choose gratitude, choose growth. Because the strongest person in the world is not the one who controls others. It's the one who controls their own mind. So keep going, keep rising, and keep shining. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now because every day we share stories and lessons that help you grow stronger, calmer, and more powerful from the inside out. Let's rise together.